breaking news. What does he tell you? What I tell y'all in this video I made. When did I make this video, man? When did I make this video? What I made 2 days ago. I made a video called "I Bring That Pressure," and then she made this yesterday. And I told y'all, when I step on my enemies, they get trampled. Okay, they getting trampled, and just because what I said, just because they ain't talking about what's going on in their life, it don't mean that they life ain't in the background getting fucked up. Some people just don't say nothing until it's absolutely necessary for them to say something, because 9 times out of 10 a scam finna come behind all of this. This is how they get back after they get trampled on, but it ain't gonna work this time. The trampling is true, the crash out is real, like I keep telling y'all. And she even missing this video. I'm talking about Quintita Dean and Walk with the Ancestors. Okay, she admit that everything just crashed out yesterday. All the lights just came crashing on down. I told y'all the spiritual mirror ain't no joke, yo. It ain't no joke, man. I told y'all I was gonna get this bitch. And she even said somewhere in this video, she say that she feel like Baron Smeedy or some evil spirit was lurking and doing all this shit, trying to teach her lessons and shit. All this death spirit on her. I told her, death around the corner, and she thinks she's slick wearing that Tupac shirt and putting that crystal on top of there. Told you I was gonna send Tupac down there. That's it. I said interview Tupac, okay? Interview Tupac, because he got something to tell you. Okay? Now, then she pop up. Yeah, I said I haven't forgot about my enemies either. This is what I wanted to show y'all. Just to let y'all know I said this a couple days ago, and then the next day she came out with this video. But anyway, let me show y'all this. I had got sidetracked for a minute. Let me show y'all. See this? Look. I told her months ago, interview Tupac. He got something he need to tell you, girl. He see that foot around the corner, and she ain't been doing nothing but feeling that death spirit on her. You know what I mean? She think Yahuda sent that spirit that made that dude that was your daughter's boss crash. No, my numbers was all over that shit. All you saw was 6s and 7s. Okay, I did that to get your attention, to let you know you finna crash out, and then here you come talk about everything is crashing out. All the lights crashing down. Where that post you had talking about the crash out? Right here. I did that to get your attention. I got your daughter fired. Y'all down there sick. All this shit is going on because of me. I told you gonna feel me every single day of your life. Every single day of your life, you gonna feel me every single day, because you wanna lie and say you the great mother, and you got that Judas on you. You even talking about you trying to find a Judas in your camp right now. You thought it was V-Dub, and V-Dub was like, no, it's not me. Like, I told y'all be shit going on in the background that y'all don't know about, and then until all of a sudden here come everything starting to crash out of my mouth, talking about what's really going on in the background. Because it's time for all this fake shit to be exposed to the world, man. Can't go around talk about you the great mother and we out here doing all this work, and then you lying and saying who doing it, saying it's the government and shit still, when it's God. And you don't know this shit because you're not God. That's why you going through this humbling experience and you being dragged all around. Your life is getting dragged, girl. It's for a reason. We even gave you time to change your ways and to release your followers that you got trapped because you Ursula. You steal voices. You be trying to steal souls to feed them doppelganger spirits you got all around you. Ain't none of them motherfuckers true. None of them. And you finding it out. And it's hard. That's why you be confused all the time. Like I said, go lay down. Call 911, bitch. Let's talk about it.
I'm going to know.
Let's talk about it.
I'm going to call you out on this shit. I've only read her one time. I've only read V-Dub, I believe, one time.
She talk about Maya J.
There is a lot of shit.
And if y'all don't know, Maya J is her governess. And I told y'all the governess need a governess. And the governess ain't nothing but a high-paid babysitter. And she called herself the governess. And she needed a governess to watch her while she be going in and out, letting them spirits run all through her like that. Almost killing her all the time. Okay? Okay, now she's starting to realize what's really going on. You've been tricked and lied to. You was over there. What was you doing yesterday? What was y'all? Look, this bitch so low. Look, she over there playing bingo now. Okay, got them writing short stories and shit. Okay, this shit a fool, man. Listen to this shit. Remember Maya J and V Dub, they together. I told in the post, I told them what I tell them in that one post I made when she tried when V Dub said I was not cute. I said, bitch, don't nobody love neither one of you hoes. Don't nobody love y'all genuinely. And look what's popping out. Look what's popping out. You and your girlfriend a scam artist. You and Maya J, y'all some scam artists. Y'all was scamming Quatita. But lets y'all know that follow. If all y'all follow Quatita, y'all think she just this high ranking, she the great mother. How come she ain't see all this shit coming like it was coming? She should have cut that bitch off immediately when she seen that. She talk about she wanted to save face. No, bitch. You want to save yourself first? Why you gonna let somebody? How come you leave somebody around you that you trust with your life? Cause we all know you scared of death. You can sit on here and say you ain't afraid to die all you want to, but we all know you scared to death the way you was screaming when you was at one of your aesthetics and you was in the car with all them people and you was like, am I safe? Am I safe? You know you in danger. You know you in danger. I don't even know why you even play with your life like this. You done sold your soul, yo. Now you gotta talk to the true and living God. You done disrespected us. And I keep telling you, everybody who has disrespected me and my wife and tried to sit on our throne and drug all their followers to the bottomless pit with them, which is their choice anyway, because we done came out here and told y'all the truth. Everybody on this planet has had the opportunity to find out the truth about God and the truth about what they're doing. And there's only one truth that you have to come back to, which is your roots. You got to activate your roots, and that can't none of these people on the internet get you back to God. That's like you going back to Jesus and getting another middleman to talk to God for you. No, you supposed to have a one-on-one relationship with God, so that God knows you and you know God when God show up. That's how you get discernment, by establishing a relationship. See, these motherfuckers ain't got no discernment out here. They all over the motherfucking place. And they always getting fucked up and something bad happen around them. It be right underneath their nose that they got fuck niggas around them, and they keep that energy around them. They don't get rid of it. If they was true, they would be protected and they wouldn't run into fuck shit like this. Cause I don't got none of these problems these motherfuckers on the internet got. It's always something with these motherfuckers, and I told you everybody's mask got to come off. And it's crazy because my mask, I wasn't saying who I was to the public. I was just sitting in the back. That was my mask, just not saying who I truly was. And I knew motherfuckers was gonna get mad. Motherfuckers gonna be. Listen, it says that the world hates God for a reason. When I get to telling the truth, only a handful of people gonna resonate with it because they know who and what and how God is coming. The whole characteristic of God, and they know that the world hates God. Only a handful of people on this earth really love God. Not a lot. That's why they turned their backs on God back in the day, because God established order and they just wanted to do whatever the fuck they wanted. And it was all a test from the beginning, from when time started. Now there was a time before time, but when time started, it started because people turned their back on God, and a whole set of lessons had to come in this cycle. That's why these certain people ain't busting out their cycles. You know, they karmic cycles, because they don't love God. They want to keep doing the same shit they been doing. But listen to her, man. Listen to her. She talking about Maya J, which is her governess, the one who was always taking care of her. She was scamming her the whole time. Why you let somebody juice you like that? She on here talk about this is why she ain't got nothing, because she always in hotels and then giving people money behind the scenes. I told you, man, when I hit you, I take everything from you. I take everything, yo. I ain't no joke, man. I take everything from you. And then she in here, she gonna talk about Yehuda was trying to tell her, if Yehuda is supposed to be your counterpart, is your husband, why wouldn't you listen to your husband when you listen to another deity over your husband? That's backwards. That's how you know, man, it's some fraud shit. Why wouldn't you listen to the spirit, what you call it? Yehuda only. Ain't that what y'all say? You don't even listen. How you want your followers to listen to Yehuda? You don't. This shit is backwards, yo. And you got into it because Tetetron had... This is how you know they just be making shit up, yo. Because Tetetron had a certain type of relationship with Maya J. I guess Tetetron is supposed to be a higher level of the Baphomet, which is me. That's how you know this awesome fool shit. They over here playing with people, dragging them to hell with them. They going straight to the bottomless pit, man. Motherfuckers think that a soul can't get burnt. I got all the fires. I can burn whatever the fuck I want to burn up, especially some disrespectful ass motherfuckers. And before I do it, I'm just gonna keep on dragging you. Like I said, every fucking day of my enemies' lives, they're gonna feel me dragging them around this motherfucking earth in all the ways you can drag a motherfucker to the bottomless pit. I'ma drag they ass. I speak like a dragon because I am. It is dready over here. It's dready.
Going on that I just didn't want to come to the public with again because I'm trying to save face for her, for me. Don't want to go into the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out why the fuck Tetetron is, saying this, but Yehuda keeps saying this. I started thinking it was Baron Smitty trying to test me. So I'm
See?
like, what?
She feel that death spirit. I told you, bitch, death around the corner. And later on this, she gonna talk about, oh, she ready to die. Bitch, you ain't ready to die. You scared as fuck. You ain't ready, but you gonna meet it. You gonna meet that shit twice. Like I tell you, all my enemies die twice. Horrible, horrendous deaths.
What the fuck is going on? And again, I start praying like, listen, let this shit come out. I gotta sit back for a minute. Let me just take a break. Let me step back. I'm gonna shut my company down. I'm gonna start back from the beginning of where I came from. I need to remember why I started doing this shit because this is bananas to me. So then I do that. And I be quiet and I sit back, and out the blue yesterday, this shit just started coming to light. Just start happening. Boom, 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 boom.
And remember, the day before that, I said, these motherfuckers be going through it in the background, and they don't tell y'all. This shit had to be exposed, just like I had to expose the shit on the police, and they down there playing them games, and they really all dying like a motherfucker. The hunting is on. It's the great harvest. It's judgment time. We in the midst of all this, going right up to divine completion. I told y'all, it's time to finish them. This is immortal combat. Finish them.
She would cause problems and say she didn't say things, but because she was management and the way that other people would call and talk to me crazy, I couldn't even get to the bottom line of them saying she was a liar because of how they were talking to me as the boss.
And when you around all this motherfucking energy, this is what you attract. That's because we're all mirrors. Okay? We're like we're magnetized. We're magnetized mirrors. We push and pull things towards us. The things that we attract are going to resemble you in the mirror. Look at what her mirror is showing. Nothing but frauds around her. All the time, because she a fraud, yo. She a fraud.
So I'm like, well, you talking to me reckless. I have to naturally assume you talking to her this way too. You know? The shit was crazy. I've gone through so much shit. It's an emotional roller coaster and saying, and doing shit. And it's like, well, why are you doing that? And it's like, well, I didn't mean that like that. And it was just a lot. So then Marshall tells me about how she said she had got this apartment and then the landlord took the apartment back. I said, wait, what? For those of y'all who don't know, I got approved for an apartment the other day. And after our show Wednesday, I announced to the panel, like, hey, I got approved for my first apartment. I ain't never had an apartment by myself. I'm so excited about it. Spirit had already told me not to say nothing because motherfuckers weren't gonna be happy for me.
Guess what happened, y'all? I ain't even gonna hold y'all. She lost the apartment. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers can't have shit, man.
She wasn't. And don't say nothing until I get my keys. So
Spirit ain't say you wouldn't go get the apartment?
I'd rather just get an apartment and do my work inside my house. The very next day, I get a message from them saying, hey, your old apartment complex says you owe money. I'm like, what? So I called them. They say I owe them $800 for them, like, having to repaint and all this other shit. I hang up my pictures or whatever. I'm like, whatever. So I paid the $812. They then say, we reran your credit. We found an eviction from 10 years ago. We can't approve you for the apartment. We have to rescind our offer for the apartment. This is the same, damn near the same story she done went and told Marshall.
Ain't she acting like a doppelganger spirit? If she taking your stories and then retelling them, ain't she? See, look, the mirror done just flipped on you. It's showing you what you do. You a fraud. You trying to pretend like you somebody that you not. Whether you were tricked or not, you're pretending. You're not the great mother. And Yehuda is not the great spirit. And your assistant, your own governess who was taking care of you, is reflecting your energy back to you by taking your stories and making them hers. Ain't God good? Won't God do it? Gotta do it. Won't God do it when you true? See, when you true, God always come through for you. When you the true and living, you get it done.
To her. This never happened to her. It happened to me. She's using our stories as if they're hers. So we don't really know who the fuck she is.
Just like don't nobody know who the fuck you are.
We don't really know what the fuck is going on. All I know is there's been lies told consistently, constantly, one after another.
None but lies. These are fraud activities.
She is the reason that I dismantled my company. It had nothing to do with Cosmic TJ. I don't know why she would ever say that. There was something said, and I will say what I said. I said I don't like when people. I am Adina, so I would know.
See, there she go. There she go with the lie. Well, okay, she could be Adina because we don't know who the fuck that is. But don't insinuate that that Adina is the beginning and the end, Alpha and Omega. No, that's me and my wife, girl, and we gonna keep showing you until it's in the sky on a big screen, and you still getting dragged. Like, why would these other deities play tricks on you if you were the great mother and great father? If you were the spirit and the soul, why would you even have a thought of an evil spirit coming into your domain and wreaking havoc in your life? You can't control that shit. You the spirit. You got the spirit and the soul on your side. You in charge. You the Alpha and Omega, right? Why you can't control? Why you don't know what's going on around you? How come you don't know who around you? Because the great mother, she all knowing. She know every single step a motherfucker gonna take. And she always take precautions in knowing that. And sometimes things happen on purpose just to trap the demons. And the great mother and great father, the soul and the spirit, they work together. How come you and Yehuda don't work together? You don't listen to him. He's not doing what he should do for you because you should be protected, because that's what the masculine energy is for. I protect my wife, my whole life, my breath, everything. How come he ain't protecting you? You always in some shit.
Deities are coming through other people. I find a lot of people contact me saying they're morphing into deities. Papa Candelo is speaking through them and calling me with this fuck shit.
Because that's a spell you let the motherfuckers do to your audience. That's why. Their energy is through them. All that shit you was doing and your people was talking about, they feel the energy. They about to pass out from touching the screen. They use you to get to them, like I told you from the beginning. I reached my hand out to help your dumb ass so that you could evolve and change and get rid of them motherfuckers. You don't listen, man. You completely evil and your soul gone. Now you're dealing with the karma of it. The consequences of doing the shit you've been doing. Period.
How is my husband talking and telling them more shit than he's telling me? How is all these people morphing into...
And they all going down. All of them. Everybody who believe that shit, they all going down, yo.
The deities, when it didn't happen like that for me.
They have to drag them to the bottomless pit with your dumb ass.
So how is that happening? It was more than one person. So we've had this conversation, but it had nothing to do with that.
Yo, I'm done talking about her. Y'all can go watch this. But she talking about she ready to die. I really hope so. Because it's about that time. It's about that time, bitch. Peace to the true ones.